Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Good morning, Shabba Khair, Sat Shri Akal. This is Ravina Korbajaj and I am ready once again with a new topic with my new video. All the parents excited, all the teachers ready to get information, and without wasting any time, let us get started with our lesson, which is for grade 1, subject and predicate. Let's get started.
Let's start with our topic for today, which is all about subjects and predicates. Here comes the big idea about our lesson. The big idea is every sentence has two fragments. And here we are going to introduce our learning objective, which is to identify the subject and predicate in the given sentences. As we all know that there are three kinds of children in our classes, so that is why we divide among them three kinds of tasks. One task will go for emerging, second one expected, and the third one will be for the exceeding children. Now, emerging ones which should be able to. They will be learning to identify that a sentence has two parts. The ones which are expected, they will be learning to identify the subject and predicate in the sentences. And the ones that will be exceeding, that will be the high achievers of the class, they will learn to create sentences using subject and predicates independently. Now, as a teacher or a parent, what I will look for in my child will be to understand, identify, or create. That depends on what kind of category we think our child is in. Now, we are going to watch a video on sentence wrap given on the following link. To start with subject and predicate, the first thing that our child should know is complete sentences. What is a sentence? What do they think is a sentence? They will come out with a lot of examples. I am a good girl. I have a doll. I have a beautiful house. My parents love me a lot. There might be so many sentences they'll be coming out. But then we are going to tell them that every sentence has two parts. And those two parts, we call them as either subject as well as predicate. When we divide it into half, it becomes two parts. Without both of these parts, it is a fragment and not a complete sentence. Now, here the word comes fragment, which we can say a phrase. For example, knock door, book table, bottle plastic. Now, these words are just phrases because they are not sentence. They do not make any sense. Here comes the subject. The subject in our sentence will always tell us who or what is performing the action. It is typically a verb in a sentence which comes just before the verb. The subject comes just before the verb. Now, what are verbs? We did that in our previous lesson. All the doing words are called verbs. For example, dancing, singing, jumping, cooking, eating. So, any of these doing verbs just right before that will be our subject. Now comes the word compound. What do we mean by a compound subject? And another word we can also say complex. So now, any sentence in which we have more than one subject will become a compound subject. Let's take a simple example of a subject which is given over here. He plays tennis after school. Now, in this sentence, the doing word is plays. So, right before plays, the word which comes as our subject is he. Same way, in our compound subjects, we have more than one subject, which is Jake and Amira. Here, the doing verb is play. So, right before play, whatever words are there, those are our compound subjects. Now, in our sentence, we had Jake and Amira. When these two are grouped together, they become one subject. Even if there are two elements in our subject, it will be said as one subject. Now comes our whiteboard activity. Since the rest of the sentence right after the verb will be called as predicates, so we are going to tell them to add a subject to all the sentences given to them which has the doing verb as well as the predicate in them. So they can add any subject of their choice. This will be a very fast whiteboard activity for them. There, they just have to fill in the answers. Number one, answer. Number two, answer. Number three, answer. It is not at all compulsory to write the full sentence for this task. Next comes again our whiteboard activity in which the children will be asked to add the predicates. Now, for this activity, they will have to even add the doing verb because even the doing verb is considered as the predicate. So it is totally their choice what type of sentence they want to make. Now comes a pair activity. We can divide our class into pairs. Two children each will get this worksheet and they will discuss with each other and they will give one chance to each other since there are 10 sentences. So 5 one child can do and 5 other child can do, which will make them choose which is a sentence and which question is a fragment. If it is making a sense, it will be a sentence. And if it does not make sense, then it will be circled as a fragment. So this is the first pair activity we can give to our kids. After that, they'll be praised, they'll be told that they did a great job for completing the worksheet, and they will do the peer assessment. Answers will be discussed by the teachers, and they can do checking whether their friends or themselves they've done it right or not. Now, as discussed, this will be the task one. Task one will be for the children who are emerging, which are a bit lower in their understanding as compared to those ones who are super intelligent in the class. So these will be considered as the emerging children. Here they will only color the subject with green as well as the predicate with yellow. This will be the task one for the children who are emerging. Then comes the children who are medium. Medium means they are expected to do this. So there will be those set of children will be given this task in which they will identify the subject as well as predicate by underlining. So this will be the task 2. Finally comes the task 3, which will for the high achievers of the class, those will be the exceeding children. They will complete the sentence either using a subject or a predicate. Read the sentence, choose which is the correct one, and fill it in. So, these are the 3 tasks we can divide in our class using the 3 kinds of children, keeping them in mind.
Hope you all liked the video. Hope you all liked the information that was there as well as the tasks. If you want any more ideas, do not forget to comment. If you like my video, please click on the like button and subscribe please also hit on the bells so that you can get notification for my further videos. And I will see you again tomorrow with a new topic, new lesson, and some different ideas. Till then, see you. Bye bye.